Hello and welcome back to Cutie Girl Crochet. My name is Corinne and today we are going to be learning how to make these crocheted crocodile stitch baby booties. I have a few different sizes here and today we're going to be making this size, which is the 0 to 3 month size. The sole is 3 inches, which is the standard size for a newborn baby. They will fit a larger size foot if you have a child who is a preemie or a a petite newborn. This is a little bit smaller size, and I'll talk a little bit about that in just a second. You can see how small these are compared to these. So if you have a like I said, a preemie or a petite child, these are 2 inches. So, and that all depends on the type of yarn. For the preemie ones, I used it's a really thin baby yarn, and it's got a little bit of a glitter in it. And I used the same pattern, same size hook, same everything, and this is the size that they turn out. So it all depends on the hook size that you use. This size was used with this. I think this is a standard baby type of yarn. I think they call it maybe a sport weight. It's a little bit thicker than this yarn. You can see the size difference there. So it just all depends on the size of your yarn. For the sake of the tutorial and doing the 0 to 3 month, I am going to be using the same yarn that I used for these booties. Which is it's a sport weight baby yarn. I don't know the brand because I put this on my yarn winder and tossed the label. So and then I also made it with the same pattern with Simply Soft. Now it worked, but these are these are really stiff. They're a lot stiffer than I think that should be put on a baby, and they're really heavy. These are really lightweight, and this is kind of heavy, but you know, equally as cute. It's just as cute. It's just really stiff. So I would use a larger size hook, a G or an H, and have it be. You can use the same pattern and have it be an older child's baby booty or slipper at that point. And then I made these red ones. These are more for an older child. And I did these with Red Heart yarn, just your basic Super Saver Red Heart yarn. And this is a little bit different pattern. As I was doing these other baby booties, I got this idea to do a different type of a pattern for this part, and it worked. So I will be doing another tutorial on this method of doing these crocodile stitch booties, because this was super fast. And anybody that knows me knows I'm about fast, quick, easy, the most profitable, because I do make a little bit of money doing this. I own a salon and I sell a lot of my things in my salon, and so I like things that I can make in quick time for profit. So this is kind of I mean, they look the same, but I did them completely different, and it worked out so fast that I couldn't believe it. So I will be doing that video shortly. So gather your materials. You will need some kind of a baby yarn, sport weight, preferably I would say a medium thickness baby yarn, and you're going to need a size F hook of your choice, and a weaving needle of your choice, and a pair of scissors. These are a no weave type of a project, meaning you have the last, if you do it right, you only have the very last tail to weave in, which I love. I just totally love that, because I hate weaving in ends. So gather your materials and let's get started. Okay, first what we want to do is we want to make a slip knot, however you make a slip knot. completely up to you. And we want to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to single crochet in the first chain from the hook. We're going to skip that one and we're going to do 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and then chain 1 and turn. Now we are going to do 2 single crochets in this first single crochet space under both of the loops. And then we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next loop, or single crochet space under both loops, and then 2 single crochets in the very end single crochet space. And now we have 5. Turn, and now we are going to do 7 rows of single crochets, chain 1, turn. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1 and turn. Again, this is row 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Third one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, turn. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, turn. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And chain 1, and now we're going to turn. For this row, we're going to single crochet in the first single crochet space. We're going to skip the next one, single crochet in the middle space, skip the next one, single crochet in the end space. Chain 1, turn. We're going to single crochet in the first single crochet space, and then we're going to skip the next one and single crochet in the end single crochet space. And there you have your basic sole. And now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet around this edge, and what I do is I chain 1 and I do 2 single crochets. You can see that there's a pattern to this where there's a line, there's these lines. You can do, we're trying to get 28 single crochets all the way around, and so you can do that however you want to. It does not matter, you just have to go around the edge. And so for a decorative element, I just do 2 single crochets at the end of every lined row. When I get to the heel, I will do one single crochet per stitch. There's two there. There's like one there and one there. I'll just do two there, but all the other rows get two. So you want to chain one and then two single crochet, and then in the next where the line is, that's four, and there's a line, 6, there's a line, 8, and then there's another line, 10, and there's another line, 12, and then I do 2 in the heel part, 13, 14, and then there's the line, 16, and then here's the next line, 18, here's the next line, 20, whoops, caught one of the threads there, next line, 22, next line, 24, next line is kind of tucked up in there, you can't really see it, but do 2 more at the top corner, 26, and then there should be 2 more stitches left in the top, 27, and 28. Alright, and then you want to slip stitch with that first chain 1 that you did. So just slip stitch right in there. And this does not have to be perfect. If you want to just do one single crochet around to where you get 28, however you do that, that's great. It does not matter at all. It's not going to show. It's not, I mean, try to get them as even as you can on both sides, but that's not, this is a very forgiving pattern, so it's not really going to matter. You can fudge your way through it. It's totally fine. Okay, and now what you want to do is, if you're wanting to change colors, if you want to do one color sole, one color booty, and then one color crocodile scales, then now's the time to change colors. And what you want to do is you want to just fold your sole right in half, and where the sole, where the middle is, there's a stitch right there. It's usually about 7 stitches from the knot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops, did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and that's where you want to insert your yarn. So insert your hook, and we're working in the back loops only of the stitch. And so you want to yarn over, insert your hook, and do 2 chains. And then we're going to be capturing our little tail as we half double crochet all around the edge. And when we'll, this first chain 2 counts as your first half double crochet. So this would be 2, and a half double crochet is just yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert through all 3 loops. And we're going to do that all the way around. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep capturing your little tail, 8, because we hate to weave in ends, 9, 10, weaving in ends is a pita, 11. PETA is an acronym, and I will let you figure that out. Weaving in ends is a PETA. 13, 14, 15, still working in back loops only. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Now we're going to catch this tail in as we go over it. 24. Ack. 25. 26. 27. Ugh. 28. I swear I know how to crochet. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a slip stitch in between the chain 2 and the first half double crochet. So just insert your hook right into that space, yarn over, do a slip stitch. Alright, now this next row we are going to, it's kind of inside out. One note, somebody had contacted me and asked me about which is the inside and which is the outside. You can always tell the sole by this little ridge, which is the front loop of the stitch that we just did. So that's how you can tell that that's the outside of your booty, and then that's the inside of your work. So that's how you tell that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to chain 2, and we're going to do what's called front post, back post, half double crochets. And to do this, I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial. There are many tutorials on how to do front post, back post, double crochets, half double crochets, and so on. I'm going to give you the nickel crash course here. So to do a front post, back post, double crochet, we're going to do a front post double crochet first. This chain 2 counts as your first back post double crochet. So we're going to do a front post double crochet, yarn over. Now from the previous row you want to pick up that stitch, the whole stitch, not the top, just right underneath that whole stitch. Put it right onto your hook like that. Yarn over, pull up a loop so you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and that is a front post double crochet. And what that does is it pushes the stitch up, which makes when you see these when you see the booties, it has like a ribbed look on the for the texture. So that's what does that. That's the front post and back post half double crochet. Now we're going to do a back post half double crochet. Yarn over. We're going to go from the inside of the booty and we're going to pull the next stitch right up onto our hook. The whole thing, not the top, not just right underneath that stitch. Yarn over. Pull up a loop so you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That's your back post half double crochet. And we're going to do that all the way around. So again, a little faster. Yarn over. Pick up that half double crochet from the previous row. Pull up a loop. Pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over. From the back, pull up a loop like that. Yarn over. Pick up a loop. Yarn over. All 3 loops. Now we're going to do that all the way around for every half double crochet in the previous row. So once you learn how to do front post, back post, double crochet, it goes really fast. I mean, it's really easy once you get it. I know a lot of people struggle with it, and I know a lot of people struggle with the crocodile stitch. I try my best to explain it, but sometimes you just have to keep working it and have to keep practicing in order to get it. These little booties are not for the faint of heart. They're got a couple of challenging stitches in there, but you can do it. Just keep practicing. You can stop my video. You can rewind, not rewind. Oh, I just dated myself. Whew. You can back up my video and keep doing it over and over again until you get it. I don't know if there's a slow motion feature, but we're going to still going all the way around, alternating front post, back post, half double crochets. And we are going to end on a front post double crochet. Maybe. If I quit being all thumbs. Alright, that is my last front post half double crochet, and now I'm going to just insert my hook in through that space again and do a slip stitch to join that row. Okay, and now you can kind of see the pattern starting. You can kind of see where the back post is going to the back and the front post is going to the front to end up with that ribbed look. Okay. Okay, now we want to repeat the same thing for this row. Chain 2 and then front post, back post, half double crochet all the way around. It is a nice rainy day here in Tacoma, Washington. I love the rain. We've had an amazing summer. It was actually 70 degrees a couple of days ago, which is really unusual for us this time of year. Still continuing to front post, back post, double crochet all the way around our project. These make great last minute gifts. They also make great booties to donate. If you are a charitable person and you like to donate your talent to the local hospitals and NICU wards, the preemie ones of these are super cute, and they can be a donated item. You can use up your little scraps for this as well. These are great scrap busters if you don't want to do your typical pink or blue or green or yellow or any of those colors. You can use the variegated. Alright, so I'm on my last front post double crochet. Again, I'm just going to slip stitch right into that space, right in that chain 2 space. Okay, now for this row, we are going to front post, back post, we're going to chain 2, do front post, back post, half double crochet for 16 stitches. This counts as 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, now what we're going to do now, we're going to skip that next back post half double crochet, and we are going to front post half double crochet 2 together for the next 6 front post half double crochets only. All right, to do that we want to yarn over. Actually, these are going to be front post half double crochets. So yarn over. Now insert your hook like you're going to do front post double crochet, skipping that next back half double crochet, or half front post back double crochet. Yarn over, bring up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops to where you have 2 loops on your hook. Again, yarn over. Now in the next stitch, like you're going to do front post double crochet or half double crochet, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. And that turns that 2 into 1. We're going to do that 2 more times. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 2, yarn over, insert that front post, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And we're going to do that 1 more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, pull through all 3 loops. Alright, and now we're going to join in that space again, just slip stitch right into that chain 2 space. And you can see the booty just starting to take shape there. Alright, so now what we want to do is we're going to single crochet all the way around this edge, starting with that first space right there. We chain 1, chain 1, single crochet in every space around. One, two, three, 4. And we're going to stop before the last 2 spaces, because we're going to join those 2 into 1. Okay, now you should have 2 spaces left, right, whoops, 2 spaces left right there in the front. 1, 2. We're going to join those together, and we're simply going to do that by inserting the hook, pulling up a loop, inserting the hook again, pulling up another loop, and pulling them through all 3 loops. And we're going to kind of just tighten up that very last little bit. And now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that, our first chain that we did. Just slip stitch right in there. Alright, and now we have made the booty part. Awesome. These will fit a newborn, but they will also fit, they really stretch. I mean, these are very forgiving because of that ribbed type of pattern. I mean, you can stretch them to 4 inches at least. So you'll get some mileage out of them for the first while. But they also scrunch right back down to a smaller foot. So now you can see But that's the booty part. Now, if you want to switch to another color, now is the time to do that. You would tie this off. I am not going to tie off. I'm going to continue on with the pink, but if you want to change to, you know, whatever color you're going to change to, now is the time to do that. Just tie that off. You can tie in, you can weave in that end as you go. So we want to chain one, and we have been working in a clockwise pattern. Now we're going to be working counterclockwise. So we need to slip stitch right into the very next center stitch right there. We're just going to slip stitch. We just need to get our first stitch centered here. We need to get, whoops, woo, blur. We need to get that centered, so that's why we do that. Okay, so now we want to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. In that same space that we just slip stitched into, you want to yarn over and do a half double crochet. Okay, now that makes our very first V-stitch. We are going to be doing 8 V-stitches around. So now we've done our first one, skip the next single crochet, yarn over, working counterclockwise, going through both of the loops, do a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet in the same space. Okay, that's number 2. So yarn over, we're going to skip that next single crochet, go into the next one, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. Okay, and we're going to continue till we have 8 of these V stitches. Skip, I think this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. Now we're going to yarn over, skip the next single crochet. If you can see it. Alright. Yarn over, that was 5. Skip, insert into the next space, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip, 7, double crochet, and skip, and 8. Chain 1, half double crochet. Alright, now we're going to just join to that first V-stitch by simply putting your hook right into that stitch, right into the hole, and slip stitching. Okay, now the crocodile stitch, or the dragon scale stitch, or whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit challenging, and I'm going to give you the nickel crash course in how to do this. This is a half double crochet crocodile stitch. There is double crochet, which is the most popular for the adult sizes, but for this, because these are little tiny baby little things, we have to do half double crochet. So we're going to start by chaining 2. Now for this first one, you want to have your stitch that you're going to be working around horizontal. So the toe of your booty is going to have to be facing to the left. Yarn over. Now, just like doing front post double crochet or half double crochet, you insert your hook around the right side of the V-stitch. Just insert your hook, put that stitch right on your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. That is the start of your crocodile stitch. We're going to do that 2 more times. That first chain 2 counts as your first half double crochet around this crocodile stitch. So yarn over, again, insert it right, put that right side of your V-stitch right on your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 3 loops, and we're going to do that 1 more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, now we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to be going down the other side. We just did this side of the stitch. We have to turn our work around, and now we're going to be working up this side. All right, so turn, yarn over. Now we're going to be going along the left side half double crochet of our V-stitch. So insert your hook, get it right onto your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. We're going to do 4 half double crochets. So the pattern for the rest of, whoops, lost a thread there. The pattern for the rest of the crocodile stitches is 4 half double crochet, chain 1, 4 half double crochet. When you do the starting one, it's chain 2, 3 half double crochet, chain 1, 4 half double crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. Again, just like front post half double crochet. Oh, I'm all thready today. So again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, half double crochet. All right, and there you have made your very first, the center scale on your bootie. So now what we're going to do is we are going to yarn over, and we're going to skip the next V-stitch and go to the following V-stitch. Again, making sure your right side of your V-stitch is horizontal so that you can work around it. So there's a lot of work turning to do this stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook right underneath that stitch. Get it right on your hook. We're going to do 4 half double crochets right around that. Huh, sure we are. Sure we are. All right, there's 3 and 4, chain 1. Now we're turning the work to get our stitch horizontal so that we can just get right under there and get it done. So yarn over, insert your hook, half double crochet 4 times around that left side of your V-stitch. 2, 3, 4. Okay, yarn over, skip the next V-stitch, going to the next V-stitch. Again, I turned my work again, insert my hook, 3 half double crochets right around that stitch, yarn over, turning my work. Now I'm going down the left side of the V-stitch, 4 more half double crochets. And we're going to do this one more time because we want 4 scales. There's one in the front, one in the back, and 1 on each side. Yarn over, skip the next V-stitch, go to the next V-stitch, 4 half double crochets, chain 1, 4 half double crochets. Turning again, doing my left side of my first crocodile stitch or my dragon scale stitch. All right, so we've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to just insert the hook right in between that chain 2 space and that first half double crochet. Easy peasy. And slip stitch. All right, now what we want to do is we want to yarn over, actually we want to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, pardon me. So now what we need to do is we need to do 8 more V-stitches, but we also need to go around both of these to tie the in between of the scales down, to kind of tack them down. So after we do our chain 3, yarn over, go into that V-stitch right there, pull up a loop, and pull through all 3 loops, okay? And that tacks that down. that in between part that's just kind of a big hole, it tacks it down and keeps it against the booty part. So now we're going to yarn over, and we're still working counterclockwise. We're going to go right in the middle of that space of our first scale. So yarn over, do a V-stitch, half double crochet V-stitch, which is half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, yarn over. Okay, now the next one, this is where we're going to tack that down. Insert your hook, go into that V-stitch, pull up a loop, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet in that space. Again, in the space in the next scale, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. Alright, now we're going to be tacking that next space down, and we're going to do this all the way around. We should have 8 V-stitches. We're almost done! How exciting is that? And look, there's no ends to weave. Whoa! Okay. So, next, going in between the next scale, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. Okay. So now we want to just slip stitch right into that first chain 3 half double crochet space. Just slip stitch right in there, easy, easy, like so. And now you can see what you have just done. While you're going around, now that is nice and laying flat. It's not sticking out because you got to tack that down. So now you see the purpose for not just going through the top, but going through that V-stitch underneath and putting a V-stitch there to keep that tacked down like that. Okay, so now we've got our V-stitches. So continuing on, we are going to chain 2, and again, now we're going to be working in that first V-stitch. This crocodile scale will go in between this scale and this scale. They don't go on top. They're not on top. You can see it goes in between. So we just did our chain 2, yarn over. We're working on the right side of our very first V-stitch, which is actually a chain 2, chain 3, pardon me, and do 3 half double crochets, chain 1. Now we're turning our work again, yarn over, working around the left side of our V-stitch, 4 half double crochets. Okay, we are almost done. This is awesome. I'm finally getting this video done. I can't believe it. Taken me 3 times to get this video done, which is a ridiculous thing. It was a series of unfortunate events. So, alright, so yarn over. We're not going over this stitch, we're going in between. So 4 half double crochets, chain 1, turn, 4 half double crochets. Alright, yarn over, skip, next one, 4 half double crochets. You are going to love knowing this pattern. If you've got babies in your life, if you are going to have babies in your life, if you got friends that are going to have babies in their life, they are going to love these booties. They are so cute, and you can make them with all kinds of different colors. The sky is the limit. You can even put beads on them. What you do is, before you attach your color yarn here, the top color, whatever you're going to use, you would thread on 8 beads of your choice, preferably plastic, because they wash up better. But so then anytime once you do your chain 1, you slide a bead up and you continue on doing your half double crochets, and then you would do down the one side, chain one, slide another bead. So each little point right here would have a cute little bead on there. I should make a pair like that for an example. Maybe I will if I get time. So yarn over again. We're doing our last crocodile stitch or dragon scale stitch. Maybe. Okay. Chain one. Now we're going down the other side. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I'll go slow so that I get this. All right. That's the problem. I'm trying to go slow. I am a 500-mile-an-hour crocheter, so to have to go slow for these tutorials is kind of like blah, 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 blah. Can't do it. Okay. So I'm going to insert my hook in that chain 2 space right there and slip stitch. All right, chain 1. Now we're going to go back working clockwise. Okay? So turn your work towards you. You've just chained 1. In that very first space, we need to tack that down. We're going to do 2 single crochets. 1, 2. All right, now we've tacked that down. Now, in between this scale, we're going to do, in that space, we're going to do 2 single crochets. And in our next V stitch, we're going to tie that down right there over that whole cluster of yarn. We're going to do 2 single crochets. And again, in the next scale, 2 single crochets. Okay, and in the next space, V-stitch, cluster, 2 single crochets. In between the scale, 2 single crochets. We're almost done! So exciting! In this front space, tacking down in between the scales, 2 single crochets. In that space, 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Alright, now we just want to slip stitch into that first single crochet or chain that we did right there. Maybe. Okay. Alright, now we just want to chain 1, and then we're going to just single crochet in every single crochet we just did, just all the way around, just single crochet. This is just giving the edge a finished look. Like so. Gonna go all the way around. Oh my gosh, look at us go. We are almost done. And once you get this pattern down, you will be whipping these things out. You will be the booty making machine, because these make great gifts. Put these with a afghan and a little cap. Oh my gosh. And if you do this to sell, they'll sell like crazy. Pregnant people and grandmas and or grandparents, anybody who knows anybody who's having a baby, they go crazy buying baby stuff. Baby stuff is just a great seller if you're doing this for money. Okay, I just did my last one. I'm just going to slip stitch into that first chain 1 that I did. And I'm going to tie this off. I will weave in this end to the inside. Usually I just take my little weaving needle and I just weave it in and around there, like so. But for now I'm just going to tuck it in there. And look, we have done it. Spray, get your spray bottle out, spray these with water, and pull them into place, okay? Just spray them with water, pull them into place, and let them, just set them somewhere and let them dry overnight, or you can dry them with a blow dryer if you're in a if you're in a hurry, you can use a blow dryer. If you need to get to that baby shower in 20 minutes, you can dry them with a blow dryer. Another thing that you can do with these, you can add a ribbon. You can just weave a ribbon right around underneath this edge and have a cute little ribbon right here if you so choose. Like I said, you can add beads. It just let your imagination go. There you have it. Look what you've done. You've made a pair of baby booties. Well, one. Now I have three. Now I have to make another one because this is the third one. So, thank you so much for watching my video. I really, really appreciate all of the support I have gotten. Especially during my transitional time. I've had a lot of transition going on in my personal life. I no longer am wearing my wedding ring that some of you have commented on. There's been some health issues in my family, not with me, but with some people in my family. And so that's why some of my, my videos haven't gotten to production. So I appreciate all of your support and your understanding and your continued suggestions. A lot of you have suggested videos, which I'm going to be doing a hat video next, and then after that I am going to be doing a this size video. This is the bigger size. More, the toddler size video. And then there was one other, baby blanket video that I'm going to be making. So, please subscribe if you like this video. Please leave comments. The best way to get a hold of me is through Facebook, Cutie Girl Crochet, and like my page there, and that's the best way to get a hold of me. Please post your finished projects, because I love to see finished projects of my tutorials. So please post what you have done, and you can also email me, cutiegirlcrochet@gmail.com, and thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.